Imagine a world where digital instructions just float perfectly over the engine you're repairing, or where historical figures walk the same streets as you. Now, this isn't science fiction, not anymore. It's the real promise of augmented reality. But to get there, we have to solve one huge problem. How do you make digital objects actually stick to the real world? In this explainer, we're going to dive into how a platform called MultiSet AI is providing that anchor.
So here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with the big challenge in AR, the location problem. Then we'll get into the key technology that's solving it, which is the Visual Positioning System, or VPS. From there, we'll see what makes MultiSet's approach so powerful, how developers can actually use it, and how businesses can deploy it with total confidence. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at some really cool real-world applications that are already out there.
All right, so before we can really appreciate the solution, we have to understand the problem. And when it comes to AR, the biggest hurdle is just making it feel real. And what does that mean? It means no drifting, no lagging, and absolutely no breaking that illusion that the digital stuff truly belongs in our world.
I'm sure you've seen this. If you've ever used an AR app and watched a digital tiger or a piece of furniture slowly float away from its spot, you've experienced this problem firsthand. It totally shatters the illusion. And for any serious business use case, it makes the application unreliable and, let's be honest, pretty much useless. Think about it this way. Imagine a surgeon using AR to see a patient's vitals overlaid on their body during a procedure. In that scenario, a drift of just a few centimeters could be catastrophic. That's why GPS, as amazing as it is outdoors, just doesn't cut it inside. We need something way more precise.
So how do we get that kind of precision? Well, the answer lies in a really cool technology called a Visual Positioning System, or VPS. This is the secret sauce that's making persistent, industrial-grade AR a reality right now.
Basically, a VPS uses the camera on your phone or headset to see and understand exactly where it is and how it's turned. That 6 DOF you see there? That stands for 6 degrees of freedom. So imagine you're holding a toy car. You can move it up and down, left and right, forward and back. That's 3 degrees. But you can also tilt it, turn it, and roll it. That's the other 3. 6 DOF means tracking all 6 of those movements at once, giving a device complete awareness of its place in space.
The difference here is like night and day. It's like a blurry old photo versus a 4K video. On one side, you have the old methods, GPS, which is useless indoors, and beacons, which are a nightmare to install and maintain. But on the other side, you've got VPS, giving you pinpoint, centimeter-level accuracy anywhere you want, with no extra hardware to install. It's a total game changer for any business that's serious about AR.
Okay, so we know VPS is the future, but not all VPS platforms are created equal. So now let's look at how MultiSet is taking this tech to a whole new level with its incredible precision, speed, and scale.
First up, accuracy. We are talking less than 6 centimeters of error. To put that into perspective, that's about the width of your hand. For a technician training on a complex piece of machinery, that means the digital instructions show up on the exact bolt they need to turn, and they stay there. No guesswork, no confusion.
But accuracy is only half the story. The other half is speed. MultiSet can figure out where it is in under 52 milliseconds. That is literally faster than you can blink. For the user, this means the AR experience feels instantaneous. There's no waiting around for the system to find itself. It just works right away.
And what about scale? Get this. MultiSet can handle spaces larger than 100,000 square meters. We're talking entire airports, huge corporate campuses, all under a single unified map. This means you can have these seamless AR experiences across massive areas. You can walk from one end of a factory to the other and never lose that connection.
So how do they pull this off? Well, it's a mix of a few key things. First, MultiSet is scan-agnostic. That means companies can just use the 3D scans they already have. Second, it's super robust, so it works even in dim lighting or with people walking around. Third, it stitches maps together across different floors seamlessly. And finally, it can even use a little hint from GPS to lock on 40% faster when it can. It's just built for the real world, not some perfect lab.
All this power is fantastic, right? But how do you actually use it? How do you get it into the hands of the people building the next generation of AR apps? Well, that's where the developer experience comes in, and it's a big deal.
The core idea here is so simple, but it's totally revolutionary. Build once, deploy everywhere. With just one single software development kit, a developer can create an AR experience and then just roll it out across any device. Phones, tablets, web browsers, AR headsets, you name it. No rewriting code for each one. And this isn't just some marketing promise, it's how it actually works. The whole workflow is designed for speed. You bring whatever scan you already have, you build with one unified SDK, and you deploy it to any device you want. It's a straight shot from concept to reality with none of the usual roadblocks. And when we say everywhere, we really mean it. Whether your team works in Unity, builds web experiences with WebXR, or develops for native mobile or the MetaQuest, there's a tailored integration ready to go. It even supports ROS2 for robotics, which, wow, just opens up a whole new universe of possibilities.
Now this is a real game changer for getting apps into people's hands. Instead of making them go to an app store and download something, they can just scan a QR code and boom, the experience launches instantly. It removes all the friction, which is perfect for things like on-the-spot training or interactive customer demos.
Okay, so we've got a powerful platform for developers. They're happy. But what about the needs of the enterprise? For any big business, things like data security and control are non-negotiable. And this is where MultiSet's flexible deployment model really shines.
MultiSet gives you a whole range of options to fit whatever your organization needs. You can get started super fast on a public cloud, or you can run in a private cloud for more control. For maximum security, you can self-host the whole thing behind your own firewall. And for sites that don't even have internet, you can run the system directly on the device itself. It's all about having the power to choose what's right for your business.
And here's the best part. No matter which option you choose, you can be confident that your data is safe. The platform uses industry-standard encryption and meets major compliance standards like ISO 27001 and SOC 2. It's enterprise-grade security, designed to give your IT department total peace of mind.
So, we have the accuracy, we have the scale, and we have the security. But what does it all add up to? What can you actually do with this technology? Let's check out some of the incredible real-world experiences being built with MultiSet AI right now. Picture this. A factory worker gets guided by AR overlays walking directly to the specific machine that needs a repair. Or a new warehouse employee gets trained in minutes with step-by-step instructions delivered right through their headset. You can even have shared sessions where a whole team sees and interacts with the same digital model. This isn't just about making work easier, it's about making it smarter, safer, and way more efficient.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The Augmented Reality Enterprise Alliance, a huge global organization, independently rated MultiSet as the most robust enterprise VPS on the market. That's a massive endorsement from the experts who live and breathe this stuff every day.
So, what does it all mean when digital content finally has a permanent place in our world? It means our physical and digital realities aren't separate anymore. It means we can access information, learn new skills, and work together in ways we never thought possible. We're not just talking about building new apps here, we're talking about building a new world. The only question left is what part will you play in it?